What's up, guys? I'm Marsh, and welcome to another episode of my Alpha
The alpha takes priority.
2 Modern Minecraft series. And in this episode, we're going to make one of the oldest zombie spawner farms in Minecraft. And we're also going to add a ton of small builds and details around our area, and then another secret farm that we haven't found yet. So make sure you stay till the end of the video so you can see that. This video took me over 30 hours to make, so I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy! So in Alpha Minecraft, we don't have shears, and this means there's no way to obtain leaf blocks. However, we can still create little bushes and hedges scattered around our area. We can dig a 3D hole in the ground and make sure there's enough room for the trees to grow. And once they grow in, we can trim them up a bit and make them look nice. We've also been growing some of these near our tree farm in between episodes, so I'm going to trim them up a bit. There we go, we have some nice hedges around our tree farm now, and we have some other patches around the area that are still growing, and I also have a cool idea for this one that I'm going to come back to later in the episode. So as you can see, we are running really low on materials like iron and diamonds, but especially coal. With the lighting being not the best in Alpha, we tend to use a lot of torches, and it's a lot harder to get coal without fortune or anything, so we really need to do some more mining. We ran into a bunch of mobs during our mining trip, but we had to fight through it to get the ores that we need. Let's go. We just found a huge vein of diamonds, 8 total diamonds from just that one vein. This is a great start, almost 2 stacks of coal and 12 diamonds, but I'd still like to get a little bit more coal. So then I continued caving, found some more iron, and then I found even more diamonds, and we have 20 diamonds now. So we're almost finding more diamonds than coal, which I think is crazy. Carrying a stack of wheat on us like this is so helpful when caving, as it basically gives us unlimited food for one inventory slot, since obviously we can't stack food yet in Alpha. So I collected some more materials, killed a few more mobs, and then somehow we found diamonds again. This is one of the luckiest caves I've ever been in. As you can see, we're passing a bunch of redstone that I'm just going to ignore for now. It takes way too long to mine, and we already have a good stockpile back at our base. Then we risked all of our diamonds and ran into some serious trouble. I don't know how we're still alive. We were fighting 2 creepers and a spider, and all of a sudden a 3rd creeper dropped on us from the ceiling. Okay, we just found a skeleton spawner in this cave, guys. I've been hoping we would find one of these since episode 1, and we finally found it. So now we have 2 farms to build for today's episode, and this one is going to be really useful for us. This will give us unlimited arrows, basically, and bows are super overpowered in Alpha Minecraft, so this is going to help us so much in combat. But I think we're going to make a staircase up now so we can save the location of this spawner. Then we'll head back to base, but we'll be back here later in the episode for sure. From our mining trip, we got a total of 49 iron, 18 gold, 30 diamonds, and 2 stacks of coal. We definitely could have used some more coal, but I can't complain after how lucky we were on diamonds. Alright, the next build I have planned for this world is going to be a graveyard. And this will give us a cool way to keep track of how many times I've died in this world. Each time I die, I'll add a new grave to act as sort of a death counter. And I'm also going to put it over here near the zombie spawner, since, you know, zombies kind of go with graveyards, right? Okay, the perimeter is done. Now I'm just going to add a little path going around it and put some stone slabs on top of the walls. I think we have 3 deaths officially so far, so we'll put 3 of those headstones here, and we'll fill it in as we go, and hopefully it doesn't fill up too fast. Our next build was actually suggested in the comments section by a subscriber. Irishy Boy says, "Make me a statue, my G." So here we go. And here's the finished product. Just a chill guy statue, really. And thanks again for the comment, Irish. After making the statue, I extended our path up the mountain, but I accidentally lost the footage like an idiot.
Oh no! Oh no!
But either way, I think it looks really nice and helps the area come together a lot more. So we'll add some more builds up and along this path as we go. We're finally going to mine this big ugly stone block right in the middle of our base. I don't know why we didn't do this a while ago. Okay, now I want to build a little farming shack. I've had plans to build this for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So I think that would fit nicely in this area since it's right near our farm. Something simple like that for the base, and we'll do cobblestone stairs for the roof. Okay, we are done with the little house, and I think that's looking quite nice. I'm happy with how it turned out. We extended our path up here as well, and this can act as some additional farming storage for us, but mostly just built it to look cool. So we are down at the zombie spawner. We're going to do this one first because it's right here at our base. What we're going to do for this one is dig out 4 blocks in every direction away from the spawner to create the spawning room. One side I think is actually only going to be 3 blocks away so the water flows evenly, but 4 blocks could work as well. We finished digging out the area and we added some glass blocks on the side so we can look in and see if it's working and whatnot. On one of the sides that's 9 blocks long, we're going to dig out a little trench going down 1 block and making sure there's enough room for the zombies to go down. Then we're going to need 9 buckets of water on the opposite side of the trench. I made an infinite water source near our spawner to make this a little bit easier. Then place 1 bucket of water in that trench, and this will drag the zombies into our elevator. To make the elevator, we just need to alternate between signs and water every other block, and make it go up about 24 or 25 blocks total. In this video I used ladders, but later I found out that zombies get stuck on those a lot, so using signs fixed that problem for me. Once we're at the top, we need to funnel the zombies back around to the drop zone. We need the drop zone to be within 16 blocks of the spawner so that it continues working while we can be AFK, so we're going to turn to the left. Also, some zombies were getting stuck for me here, so I ended up adding another sign, which fixed the problem. Also, a similar design should work on new versions of Minecraft, but the water elevator would be different. At the end of the tunnel, we're going to dig down 24 blocks. This will be enough to kill them automatically, but if your version has XP, you can make it slightly shorter to make them one hit. We have our little AFK room built here, and we can just sit here while we're busy doing other stuff and get all the feathers we need. Eventually this can be used for rotten flesh as well. And this is our elevator in action. As you can see, we replaced the ladders with signs, and it works much better now. I really like how this goes above ground and transports the zombies near our base and near that graveyard. I think that looks really cool. Next up, we're going to get working on that skeleton spawner that we found earlier. This is going to change the way that we can do combat, so I'm really excited to get this one done. And it's not too far from our base either, which is nice. Alright, back at the skeleton spawner, we're going to dig out a big room here similar to the zombie farm, but this one is going to be a full 4 blocks on every side of the spawner. Whoa, I was not expecting to find diamonds while digging this out, but I'll definitely take that. For this one, since it's 9x9, we can choose any side of the spawner to make our trench. So since we did a slightly bigger room with this spawner, the elevator is a little bit different at the beginning. We just need to put a sign here on this corner. And, okay, I'm sorry, this pig is really getting in the way. He has to go. Anyways, now we just continue alternating signs and water every other block. And we need to put another sign above the trench, all the way at the end, to help keep the water in the elevator. And for some reason, pigs keep spawning at bedrock.
Okay.
I kept hearing skeletons dying. I wasn't sure why, but I made a glass tube all the way up the elevator and discovered them drowning here because I forgot a couple signs. So from the top of the elevator, we went down 24 blocks again, and now we're going to dig out a little collection / AFK area at the bottom here. Okay, we just have this little area now, but by the end of the episode, we're going to make a really cool collection area for them here. So I had a problem while AFK in the farm. The skeletons would push me away and I'd be missing most of the drops. And this was really annoying because I couldn't really AFK for more than 5 to 10 minutes. So I just made a little box and had the water current pushing me towards the collection chamber. And that way when I get pushed by the skeletons, the water pushes me right back up against it. I went ahead and dug out a little more area around the collection chamber, and we're going to do some decorating with some wool and stone slabs. I'm also smelting up some glass now because I wanted to step up the skeleton farm design, and I had an idea to make all the walls around here glass with some lava behind it. I think that would look really sick. Alright, luckily we have a lava pool right up the staircase from the skeleton farm, so that should make it really easy to get all the lava that we need. And if we place the lava on every other block of the wall, it should cover the entire area. We are struggling right now. It probably looks like this is only taking 2 seconds, but I've probably been battling this lava in the walls for at least 45 minutes. Please help me.
Okay.
Finally, a long time later, we're placing our final lava in the last few pieces of glass, and then we're done. That took way longer than I would have liked, but I'm loving the way that it turned out, so it was 100% worth it. And the last thing I want to do with this farm then is replace the ceiling with stone slabs. Okay, the ceiling is replaced and the skelly farm is officially complete. And this will be our little honey hole for now. I think we're going to be using it a lot in the near future. We had to mine out about 40 pieces of obsidian in the ceiling, but on the bright side, once we get nether portals, we'll have a bunch of obsidian for that. Eventually we'll extend our path and make a minecart track coming to the skelly farm here. But for now, I'm going to head back over to base and do some decorating on the zombie farm as well. The collection room was in pretty rough shape when we left it last. Okay, we're going to start clearing the room out, and I think the theme will be wood for this room. Okay, we covered the walls in wood planks and the floor in wood logs, and now we're going to build a staircase up to the surface. Alright, we have a much nicer entrance to our zombie farm now. I'll come down here and show you guys what it looks like now. But yeah, huge improvements compared to what we had earlier in the episode. Also, I was showing my friend on Discord what I was doing with these hedges, and he suggested that I flood this one with water, and I thought that was actually a really cool idea. So we filled up our buckets from our pool in the base and flooded this whole area out. I think that looks really nice. Well guys, I think that'll about do it for today's episode. I had a ton of fun building and making farms, and we're going to be updating our game version for the next episode. It's our first time updating this world, and I'm so excited for that and to see what that brings to this world, and I think I'm ready to do it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more content like this, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for me. Have a nice day. We are entering the time machine going from July 9th, 2010 to July 17th, 2010. I sure hope that this machine works properly.